Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we're going to be making more progress on the 1990 Honda Civic daily / race car. We're going to be upgrading the fuel system today because, I mean, it's one of those things more where we're already going to be there more than because we actually, well, I don't even know if we need to because this car doesn't even have an engine or transmission, so it doesn't run, and I don't know if the fuel pump even works, but since we're already going to be dropping the tank, we might as well change it out. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you why we need to clean it out. So the previous owner left this like this, and it's been sitting for like the better part of 3 years. So there's a bunch of dust. Let me turn on the light so you can see. So there's a bunch of debris and shit in there. See what we can find. It looks like the tank's in good shape though inside. We got a spider in there. I don't know what that yellow crumb stuff is, but it looks like the tank's good. So we're gonna be dropping the tank, cleaning that out, and then while we're in there, we're gonna throw this new fuel pump in here. It's let me pull it out of here. It's a Walbro 255. This is rated for up to 500 horsepower, which honestly, I don't think we'll ever really get to that number. But I mean, until then, we're gonna have all the fuel we need. And then this one I got off of Real Street Performance. So I got it like as a whole kit. It has everything we need. The strainer, this little fucking thing that the fuel pump sits in to be able to like notch into the bracket. Looks like we got a butt connector and a piece of hose in there. I've been watching film, so in my mind, I've already dropped this tank like 6 times. So hopefully it goes smooth. But as you guys know, with these 90s Hondas, man, sometimes rust gets in the way. So hopefully it doesn't set us back too much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, first thing we need to do is remove this cover here. This is where all the lines and shit are that we need to take off before we drop the tank. And there's a plastic clip here, which sucks. I don't know why they would have done that. It looks terrible. We might just have to break that off, honestly. And then there's a 10 mil here, another stupid plastic clip there, a 10 here, and then another stupid plastic clip here. Why didn't they just put nuts all the way through? I don't know. But what I do know is that these motherfucking things ain't gonna come off because, yeah. See, if they would have just done that, we could have had this thing taken off already, bruh. I need you guys to see how bad these are. Look at that. I mean, there's just no way to save that clip, bro. Like, why didn't they just put these nuts or these bolts all the way through? Look, and then we got another one that looks like it's just gonna self-destruct. And then another one over here. I'm not even gonna waste time. I'm just gonna cut them out. And then I think Harbor Freight actually sells a kit of automotive style clips, so maybe they have something that I could use. But yeah, if not, I'm just gonna waste too much time trying to take these off. All right, guys, so now with that out the way, it's pretty straightforward. We just gotta bust this off of here, take these bolts off of here so this line could drop, take this fucking clamp off of here, unclamp this hose off of here, and then these 2 bigger ones over here. Get that nice and snug on there. And then we just turn it. Come on, baby. Shit. Shit's pretty rusted on there, bruh. Fuck. Alright, come on. Oh, I got it. Let's go. I got it. Yes, sir. All right, now I can use the regular wrench. Yes, sir. I believe the tank's, yeah, that shit's empty. Because if not, I would have been able to smell it inside since they had left that open. But yeah, I was pretty sure there was no fuel in there. All right. Yep. So now we can move this out the way. That'll just hang there. This will just hang there. And now we could start working on these hoses over here. So a little pro tip here. When you're working on cars, always, if you can, try to put the bolts back where you got it from when you take stuff off. That way you leave yourself like breadcrumbs, and then you don't end up at the end with all kinds of bolts everywhere trying to figure out where each one goes. All right, so now you gotta try to get these hoses here. Hell yeah, these angled pliers, man. If you don't have any of these in your arsenal, you need to get some, because look at this. How can you deny after seeing this, man? Moving that out the way. There we go. And this one looks like it fucking clamps like that. I hate these stupid little wire clamps. There we go. Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. So another pro tip here. If we just pull on this, it's never going to come off because it's like stuck on there. So we got to turn it to break it free. See that? You see that? Come on, baby. Actually, I just got a little smarter and I just hooked on the end of it, and I think it's gonna come out. Instead of holding over here, I'm just using the hose itself as leverage too. Look at that. Beautiful. Yes, sir. Easy. All right, now we just gotta break this other one free. All right, guys, check it out. I think I just thought of another way to remove hoses. So on this other one here, so on this one, how we had the leverage, we don't have it on this other one. See what I'm saying? Because if I grab the hose from the end and try to leverage off of something, I don't have nothing. So what I thought of is to fucking put this set of pliers back here and use it as like a wall to then grab in front with these angled pliers and then take it off. See if the camera, I'm gonna put it on the ground and see if you guys can see what I'm talking about. Look it, it's gonna work like a charm, baby. Let me just get the other grip here. Yes, sir. And I could just move them up a little bit more. And then again, beautiful. Look at that. Hell yeah. All right, guys, I got these two. I got this one loose and as well as this one, but they're pretty solid on there. So I think what I'm gonna do now is try to drop these straps. That way I can start lowering the tank, and as I go down, I'll just take these out because I'm just gonna waste a bunch of time trying to take them off from here. So we'll just move on to these J bolts right here. Now this is the part, honestly, that I hope doesn't hold us up, because these things are just old, man. I hope one of them doesn't like break or something, because then it's just gonna create a headache. So let's see what happens. All right, that's tightening it. Oh, thank God, bro. This one. Oh, yes, sir. Oh my God. Yes. Thank the Lord, man. Hell yeah. And the cool thing is about these, man, is I'll just have to take them down probably to about right here, and then I'll be able to raise the tank a little bit and unhook them. Because take a look, see that hole? I can lift it and unhook it instead of trying to take it all the way off. So that'll save a bunch of time, and it'll save the bolts too, which I could probably order online, but I don't want to have to wait, you know what I'm saying? Oh, come on, baby. Put the 12 on there. See if it reaches. Oh, yes, sir. Right there, and then I'm gonna get the jack and put a piece of wood under it to support the tank, and I'm pretty sure we'll be able to just drop this thing, man. All right, well, I got this wooden plank here. It actually, I couldn't have customized it to fit any better. Look at how good that fits between the straps, bruh. See if we can unhook that. Not yet. Need to go more. Look at that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hell yeah. That makes me happy. Número dos. Oh, come on, baby. Don't do me like that. There you go. There we go. Yes, sir. All right, guys. I got the tank. It kind of fell off because over there where those two thicker hoses were, I couldn't like pry them off with the fucking pliers. So I just pushed on it that way to get them to come off, and they did. So it just slid off. It just made it slide off of the jack, so I just got to lower it and reposition it. But it's pretty light since there's no fuel in here. Yes, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the tank out. It looks fucking dusty as hell, but it looks overall in pretty good shape, though. It's not all rusted out or anything, which honestly I was kind of scared it would be because it's off of 1990, you know what I'm saying? But it looks good. I'll probably just have to take the power washer to it to take all this dirt and all this shit off of here. I'm gonna put these in here, stuff that in there, just so no crazy debris or any more of it goes in there, at least. I hope these things don't fly off. I'll try not to hit them too much. Yo, this thing cleaned up so sick, bro. It looks like a completely different tank. It looks like I bought this shit, bro. I didn't even know this was red. Holy shit, look at this. It looks so good. It cleaned up way better than I could have expected, man. Look at this shit. It honestly looks like I bought a tank, bro. Look at that. Hell yeah. All right, now I'm gonna take the hanger off and then just try to start cleaning the inside, man. ¿Es el neighbor? ¿Es el vecino? It looks pretty clean up in here though. The hoses look nice as fuck. There we go. Nice. That's a good sign. That's a beefy pump, bruh. This shit looks nice though. What the hell? It looks clean up in here. All right, guys, we got the hanger and the pump set up here on the table, but take a look at the difference, man. Let me take it out the package here so you can see it a little bit better. Look at the difference on that. That's crazy. I need to take this off. I don't know. I think that's stock. I don't see why they would have ever changed that. But yeah, we have the kit here to wire it up. I'm not quite sure exactly how it's going to go, so I'm going to have to look through the instructions real quick. But I think it's going to be pretty easy. All right, guys, I got the lower half of the fuel pump put together. I had to use the adapter that it came with as well, this top one right here, because look at this stock one, how long it is. Otherwise, it'd end up being really short. And then they recommend to use the aftermarket isolator that it comes with, this one right here, the rubber piece, because the stock one is also just way smaller. It's not as tall, you know what I'm saying? But from here, I just had to figure out how I wanted to do the wiring. So this clips into the top of the fuel pump here, and then the red is this one here, this blue one, and then the ground just goes to this metal piece right here that it has. But my plan is with the red one, since it goes here, it has an eyelet, which we're not gonna need because the aftermarket fuel pump doesn't have one. It's just clips in with this thing right here. So I'm gonna cut this, butt connect the red one to this one, and then cut this black one down, throw an eyelet on it, and then bolt it back up to the bracket up here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, look how good this looks in here. It doesn't fill the gap as well as the OEM one, but it looks good in there. This isolator definitely helped out using the taller one. And then up here was pretty straightforward. I was able to still use the OEM clip to hold it in place. I cut this little orange thing down to fit back on there. I'm not really sure why it has it, but I put it back on there just in case. And then over here, still used an eyelet for that one, so that looks good. And then had to cut down the tube here a little bit, but it looks good. It's ready to go back in. But before it goes back in, we have to start cleaning out this tank. I think instead of pressure washing it like I had planned, I'm just going to try to use the vacuum and see if I can't take everything out like that. That way, I don't know, it's just a bit cleaner. But yeah, I guess we'll see. All right, guys, we got the tank back on the table. And now instead, like I said, instead of pressure washing, I'm going to try the vacuum because there's debris in there, but I think we could get it. You can see it looks like crumbs, some type of branches it looks like, and then over here on this side we got like a little leaf, but overall it looks pretty clean. So I don't think I'm gonna have to just go all out and pressure wash it, because then I'm gonna have to wait for it to dry. And plus I think we could do a pretty good job with just the vacuum and maybe like a wet or damp rag, just reaching in there, cleaning things up, and I think we'll be all right. I'm just gonna honestly reach in here for now and just try to get as much as I can, just kind of without looking. I'm probably gonna have to for sure take that damp rag to it, because some of that dirt and shit is for sure gonna be like kind of stuck on there. But I'm just gonna kind of reach in here and try to grab as much as I can. And it's crazy because my uncle, we had the vacuum and he brought the extensions after the fact, and good thing that he did, because they're coming up clutch right now. And I can't really see anything else, honestly. It looks pretty good. It was just those big pieces that look like crumbs that were worrying me. Now I'm just gonna get a damp rag and then just start wiping her down real quick. Mainly though, the areas that are dirty are like around here where obviously it was uncovered, and then for some reason it has a little bit of shit here too, but other than that, up in here and on the sides, it looks pretty good. All right, guys, check it out. This is what I'm gonna be using. This like long reach thing that's, if something falls, you could get it in between shit, and it has this little claw. If you like push on the end of it, that comes out. So I'm gonna just put the rag in there, reach up in there, try to get everything real good, and see how we look. All right, guys, we got the tank all cleared out, and now it's time to put the fuel pump back in, man. So check it out. We got the fuel pump in there, and the orientation of it needs to be, it goes like this, and it needs to be pointing down and forward, because if not, it's not gonna pick up how it should, and you're gonna have troubles with the fucking with the delivery of the fuel. But in normal circumstances, we would hook this up and test it to see if it actually works, but I'm gonna have to just trust them because we don't have an engine or battery or any of that in the car. So we're just gonna throw it back in there. Que al cabo, it's easy enough to take back out if need be, man.
All right, guys, now we just got to hang these straps back up before we try to put this tank back in here. There's one. And the other one. There you go. Nice and easy.
All right, here's the wires. Pull those babies through right quick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the tank is fully mounted back in. Everything is plugged in over here. I got the cover back on it so you can't really see it, but everything's bolted up, all clamped up. Tank is strapped down. So now the last thing I need to do, man, is switch out this fuel sender that I got at the junkyard, because yeah, this is the old one. Look at, so it's supposed to have a full range of motion, and right here it gets stuck. You can hear the noise that it makes. And then this is the one I got from the junkyard. Look at how much smoother. See that? So I'm gonna switch this out, plug it in, cover it up, and then that should be it, man. All right, guys, everything's connected, bolted down, and done and dusted, man. I'm so happy about that. Like I said, we had to change the fuel pump, not out of necessity, but more of because we were already there, dropping the tank, having to clean it out. But I'm glad we did that. That's ready to go. We got an upgraded fuel pump, so now if we ever go turbo or something, we don't need to go back there or anything. Now we just got to hope for it to work when we actually put a battery to it, man. But yeah, a lot of good work went into the hatch. We got an upgraded fuel system now. But yeah, that's where we're gonna leave it off, man. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.